What's good, everybody? It's the Clown with Cap Show. America today is getting crazier and crazier. Definitely with the gun rights, all the mass shootings that we're seeing every single day. When are the shootings going to stop in America? Sadly, the truth is, it's not going to stop. The shootings will not stop. To me, we've seen 27 school shootings take place just in 2022 this year. It's really sad to see. I mean, the most recent comes to mind is the Texas school shooting, which is really sad. 19 children killed, 2 adults killed, 17 wounded. The shooter, Salvador Ramos, look, he shot his grandmother the same day and then did all that stuff. To me, it's just heartless. It's more than just mental illness. A lot of people want to say, oh, it's mental illness, it's this and that, but it's got to be more than just mental illness just to shoot up an elementary school, dude. Like, something's not right in some people's head, right? It just doesn't make sense to me, dude. It really doesn't. Now, the cops in this situation could have done a lot better with the Texas school shooting. I agree with that. You know, some of them, we looked at the body cam, we saw some of the pictures. They did look like they were scared. Some of the police officers there on site looked like they were scared of their lives. But I think, yes, that comes with time and better training. But still, it's just what this stuff does, man. It hurts. All the victims, all the families there. I mean, yeah, they would be. If my child was got shot and killed in that school, and it took police however many minutes to really act upon the shooter, yeah, I would be raising questions too. I would say, why didn't you guys act right away? You know, as soon as you heard the news, 1 or 2 minutes right after the shots were made, go action. You know, go in there, bust through the windows, bust the door down. You know, we got so much advanced technology now. It's like we should be able to catch these guys quick. You know, for instance, like the Greenwood Mall shooting here in Indiana. My home state, shout out to Indiana. I'm originally from Muncie. I'll get more into my hometown, Muncie, Indiana. But in Greenwood, Indiana, we heard about that mall shooting, right? And luckily, the guy, Mr. Dickin, I believe that's his last name. He was 22. He was carrying a handgun. Luckily, 15 seconds after Jonathan Douglas was just shooting random people because he's a maniac. Mr. Dickin, he pulled out his handgun and shot him 10 times. 8 of those were connected shots to the body. He was dead on impact. For Dickin, I applaud that dude. You know, if it wasn't for him, who knows? I would say after 15 seconds, what about extra minute, dude? How many more lives would have been taken from there? 4 were dead on site in the Greenwood Mall. What's crazy, I've been to the Greenwood Mall before, and they shot out at the where everybody eats in the cafeteria, which is crazy, the food court, and just started going nuts. It's crazy. What's crazy now today in society is, you know, nowadays it's like, hey, we're not going to throw a fist when we get mad at each other and have a little street fight. No, we're just going to get out our guns and shoot each other. That's what we're going to do now. You know, and the fist stuff, it's gone now, dude. Forget the street fighting. Forget all that. If I get mad, if I rage at you, I'm just going to shoot you. That's what I'm going to do. And we saw what this guy in Greenwood did. But shout to Dickin, man. He was right there on site and had his gun, which is legal to carry in the state of Indiana. You don't have to have a license anymore, which is crazy because I'm from Indiana and I do have my license to carry in certain states. But to me, that's just another example of another shooting there. And the guy died. And if I was in his shoes and I was carrying a weapon on me and I saw a masked guy shooting in a mall, yeah, I would shoot him. Now, would I shoot to kill him? Obviously, it's different because I'm not in that situation now, but I would really just shoot him to wound him. Shoot him to stop him from shooting others and really have his do his time the rest of his life in jail. I just think the death penalty is the easy way out. I think death is the easy way out for some of these shooters here. I really do. Because death, you don't have the responsibility anymore. You don't have to isolate yourself anymore in a cell for the rest of your life to rot in prison. You just have the easy way of death. That's it, dude. You know, everything else, all the harm you did, that's it. You know, we go back to 2017, the mass shooting in Las Vegas. You know, this guy was in a hotel in Mandalay Bay. He just was opening fire during a concert. Over 900 people were wounded. 61 confirmed deaths. 58 confirmed deaths in this mass shooting. I think a lot of people remember back in 2017. It was crazy. A maniac. And this guy, his name is Stephen Paddock. He was 64 at the time. And he ended up shooting himself, taking his own life after the incident. It just goes to show you that, hey, like I said, death is the easy way out here. He understood that, hey, I'm facing life and time or the death penalty, whatever, but, it's cowardice. It is. To kill other people and then to take your own life, that's just the easy way, the coward way out to do things. And that's what Stephen did back in 2017, in Las Vegas. And people were running for their lives, dude, hearing gunshots. At first, when I saw the video, I was like, oh, it sounds like fireworks. And then after 30 seconds later, it's like, okay, this is the real deal. People are going crazy. People are running different directions. It's just out of control. And that's just another mass shooting. That's not even a school shooting. Here in America, we continue to see it. We don't really see many school shootings in different countries like we do here in America. Why is that? What is the cause for this? We can't just put it all on mental illness, dude. Really? We're just going to blame everything that's happened on mental illness alone? Dude, I think there's a lot more in that. Bad parenting, the way they were raised. How were they raised? Were they raised with respect and love, or were they raised as just abandoned? Their parents weren't around. They just the whole time by themselves. Living in a bad environment, in a rough environment. It just goes to show you how people are raised. Mass shooting in Orlando. 7 people were injured recently. These shootings just keep going. And we go to Chicago. Shootings happen every day in Chicago. Over 33 homicides in Chicago the past week, dude. That's just another day in Chicago. And we look at Chicago, Illinois, and realize, wow, they have the strictest gun laws in the United States. Yet people are getting killed every single day there from guns. Make it make sense. And we don't really see that in the media anymore. We don't see all the stuff that's happening in Chicago because they don't want to broadcast that. They don't. They just want you to see the good side of Chicago. The wealthy side or the big city side. Everybody's enjoying their lives. But, in bad environments, that's not the case. That isn't. It's just every single day happening in Chicago. Then we go to the Parkland shooter in Parkland, Florida, Nicholas Cruz. He killed 17 people with an AR-15 back in February of 2018. Another school shooting. Now he's on trial right now. They're really considering giving him the death penalty. Like I said, don't give him the death penalty. Just have him rot in jail for the rest of his life. Have him get in there with some rough inmates that are going to rough him up. He's going to drop the soap a time or two and really just, feel the pain that he's caused the victims, the victim family's pain. This guy, he's definitely not right in the mind. And a lot of these school shooters that we're seeing, a lot of them like to isolate themselves. They really do. And what's crazy about the Nicholas Cruz story is wow, dude, he was literally, after this all happened, he went out to eat, dude, talking to another classmate that he didn't even know. This is, it's crazy to me, right? We can blame it on the devil. We can blame it on other people's, but at the end of the day, it's your actions. It's the actions of the person. And I think, really the attitudes of the person as well. I think your attitude is so much more important than what you're capable of. And look at these school shooters. Their attitudes were definitely not in the right? The terrible attitudes, just a terrible mindset, and really just that mindset of, I don't give a F about life, so you know what? I'm going to inflict it on other people. And that's what they do. And I don't know if it's for attention. And I think some of it could be driven not just from mental illness of, oh, dude, I'm going to get media attention on this. My face is going to be all over the internet. I'm going to become infamous, whatever the case is. A lot of these school shootings, they don't really think about all the other stuff about, oh, I'm going to go to jail for the rest of my life. No, dude, they don't care, dude. It's really heartless at the end of the day. But Nicholas Cruz, I do think he should spend the rest of his life in a maximum jail and really just learn how it works. Learn from the bigger guys. Have him take showers with bigger men. You know what I'm saying? Rough him up a little bit for the rest of his life, though. Not just once a week, every single day for the rest of his life. Because I think the death penalty is just like, hey, you did all this harm. We're just gonna kill you right here, right now. What's to say that Nicholas Cruz is sitting there saying, good, I want to die. You know what I'm saying? I want to die right now. Okay? I don't want to live. I don't want to have to deal with these consequences. I don't want to have to deal with the pain and then suffering that I've caused other people. Now it's coming back on me. I don't want to have to deal with that. So I think that death penalty here in America, they should not have, dude. Have him go for misery for the rest of his life, dude. Have him feel that pain. That's what I think. But Nicholas Cruz, they will probably give him the death penalty. Who knows? But prayers and thoughts go out all the family victims, man. Just another mass shooting. And the thing is, it's not going to stop. Another school shooting, man. It's crazy to me. But going back to the Texas shooting that recently happened, it's just one of them things where it's like this guy, Ramos, he brought 375 rounds of ammunition. So on his mind was murder, to the first degree every single time. Like I said, killed 19 children, dude. You have to be heartless to kill a child. Not just an adult, but we're talking a child, an innocent child, dude, that would do no harm, yet he killed 19 of them, okay? 2 adults. Like, what in the heck? Killed his grandmother. So at the end of the day, I think this guy in Texas, man, he definitely did some damage where it was just like, man, this guy's heartless. Probably one of the worst school shootings that we've seen, man. The shootings continue to grow, man. It's not going to stop. It's really not. And the thing is, it's just like, when is it going to, though? You know what I'm saying? But the reality and the fact is, here in the world that we live in today, it's corrupted, it's wicked, and it's cool to carry guns. To change gun laws and gun rights, I don't think that's really going to change, because if we ban guns from people are still going to get their guns, just like they get their illegal drugs. They're still going to get them. So, we look at, like I said, Chicago, the most strict gun laws in the world, yet homicides are happening every single day in Chicago, dude. That's just another day. And then back in my hometown in Muncie, Indiana, I'm from Muncie. You guys can Google it. Look, there was a shooting that just happened in Muncie, in the parking lot of Walmart, dude. And one of the guys, I guess the shooter, his name's Tyler. I haven't seen the picture of this guy, this individual yet, but if it's the Tyler that I know, he literally grew up a street down from me. We used to ding dong ditch as kids. He was a really nice kid, if this is the guy who I'm thinking it is. But anyway, this guy ended up shooting this other dude who was a couple years older than him in the back of the head in the parking lot. And it was over $200. $200. And the guy the guy who got shot and killed, we do know he was a drug dealer. He did sell Xanax and stuff like that. But it's just like, man, dude, we're killing people over $200, bro. We're killing people for Jordans. We're killing people for $1,000, $2,000. How petty is that? How low can you go, dude? For some peanuts, we're going to start taking people's lives, man? Dude, it's dark. I don't know if it's the Tyler that I'm thinking of. I still need more information on the details of that shooting in Muncie. Then we got another situation where a 6-year-old shot his 5-year-old sister in the head, which to me, it wasn't their fault. It was the parents' fault. What we do know is that the parents left the key in the safe, which the son got into the safe. It's just really irresponsible. And like I said, it goes to your situations, your surroundings. Who will you surround yourself with? Now, I don't think the kid should be trying as an adult. He's 6 years old, man. He probably thought it was a play gun or something. If anything, if there's guns in the safe, you should always have it unloaded. Carry the ammo elsewhere, or keep the ammo in the safe. I don't think the kid knows how to load a gun, cock it back, check the chamber, all that stuff. No, dude. He's 6 years old, man. So the parents are going to do time there. It's crazy, but shootings can happen anywhere. It doesn't matter, dude. It can happen at the grocery store. It can happen anywhere, dude. Anywhere. Now, it goes to show you that, hey, our lives are at risk every single day we go out in public. When we leave our house, our lives are at risk. Right then and there, dude, we are at risk of dying, of getting shot, getting into a car accident, anything, dude, but definitely getting shot. It's crazy, but my thing is we need peace. We need love here in America. That's what we truly need, and we need to not be like an eye for an eye mentality. We don't. We need to turn the other cheek, because if we continue to do the eye for an eye, where are we going to go? How are we going to advance as human beings? How are we going to continue to grow as a society if we continue to do the eye for an eye mindset? Think about it. I don't think so, but I just think love and happiness is what we need here in America. You heard it from Cap. No Cap. It's the Clouded with Cap show. Let's go!